Hello there, lovely people. This is me, Ashley, sending my love to you from whatever reality I happen to be in today, to you and whatever reality you find yourself in. Please excuse my voice. I've not been very well over the past few days, but at least today I can actually talk. Haven't been able to for the past few days, and you can imagine what hell that's been for me. Okay, well, the reason why I'm doing this video today is because it seems that the Mandela Effect is trolling itself now. And this subject is a bit weird for me to be covering because I'm a Brit, and this reality that I'm going to talk about really has nothing to do with me. It's not my reality. Being a Brit, we never had this situation. But, okay, here it goes. I was watching Brian Staveley's channel, The Dose of Reality Live, the other night. And he was showing residue of Ed McMahon, I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, from the Publishers Clearinghouse. Now, as I said before, this isn't really a Mandela Effect for me personally because I'm not American, but I have seen enough residue online, both on Brian's and other people's channels, to see that this Ed McMahon used to go around delivering checks to people's houses, and that the Mandela Effect has been saying for some time that he never worked for the Publishers Clearinghouse. Now, during this time, over the past few years, while people have been debating whether or not he actually did work for Publishing Clearinghouse, never at any point has anybody that said that he didn't, that he actually worked for American Family Publishing, never did they ever put forward any actual proof that he did work for American Family Publishers during all that time. So as a rebuttal, refuting the fact that Ed McMahon was a Mandela Effect, because he allegedly didn't work for the Publishing Clearinghouse, but there's so much evidence all over the place to show that he did. Never at any point in time did any of the people refuting this show evidence of him actually working for the American Family Publishing. That is until recently. And in fact, like I was just saying, Brian showed some of this on his channel the other night live during a live show. He was discussing this. So I went online and I had a look for myself. And yeah, it's crazy because now there is loads and loads of online evidence of Ed McMahon having worked for American Family Publishing. I've seen evidence of him advertising it way back in 1984. Now, this evidence didn't exist until not so very long ago. Otherwise, everybody that was saying that he'd worked for Publishing Clearinghouse would have seen quite clearly that, they'd have thrown this evidence in and said, no, look, here he is working for American Clearinghouse, or whatever it's called. I'm sorry, there's a call just come up. So none of this ever existed, but what really gets to me is on one of them that I saw, he was in an interview, and the interviewer, and this is from, I think this was from the 2009, I think it was, when they were talking to him about working for Publishers Clearinghouse. And in it he says, no, I didn't work for them. It was American Family Publishing. And he then went on to joke with the host and said, don't worry, we can all get things wrong. And it seems that the Mandela Effect is now trolling itself with Ed McMahon. Crazy shit. Absolutely crazy shit. Now, I couldn't find, there was a video that Brian showed where he was actually explaining why American Family Publishing was who he was called, why it was called American Family Publishing, and why he worked for them, and that he'd never worked for Publishing Clearinghouse. No, why would he be doing that back in the day? Why? Because people would have known, wouldn't they? I mean, this is what's really freaky. The Mandela Effect is actually trolling itself now with Ed McMahon. And what the fuck does that mean? What is that about? You've got Ed McMahon himself saying, I never worked for the publishing house, you'd made a mistake. You've got adverts with him in for American Family Publishers, but there is still plenty online of him with his checks going to people's houses, parodies of it, all kinds of things, showing him doing it. So, suddenly out of the blue, the Mandela Effect is now trolling itself with Ed McMahon, and I just can't get my head around that at all. I mean, what does that mean? What's going on there? That's freaky. That's freaky shit. The fact that he's actually in videos denying having worked for Publishing Clearinghouse at a time when he would have been working for Publishing Clearinghouse. The Mandela Effect is getting weirder and weirder, and now it's started trolling itself. How are we ever supposed to work out what the bloody hell's going on when it started trolling itself? I'm at the end of my tether. I don't know. I don't understand. I just wondered what you guys thought of it. Go on Google and see for yourself. And like I said, as a Brit, it's not really a Mandela Effect for me, but I have seen enough residual evidence to know that you're not misremembering. I've seen it. And now there's all this evidence of him having worked for this other company that didn't actually exist. Ooh. So what do you think of that one, people? And again, thank you to Brian for having discussed this the other day and got my mind thinking about it. If I would suggest you all go and have a look at Brian's channel. It's brilliant. Some of his lives are amazing. He interviews lots of different people and has people with different opinions to himself on there, and I very much admire that. But yeah, it's through watching Brian that I've discovered this thing of the Mandela Effect trolling itself now. So I just thought I'd get that out there and ask what you guys thought of that whole scenario. Are you freaked out by it as much as I am? No closer to understanding any of it, much further away when it started trolling itself. I don't know whether to laugh or cry. Okay, lovely people, I'm going to leave you with that one till next time. Be safe out there, wherever there is. And my love to all of you as usual.